It was far from the sort of change Luka imagined for himself.
Hello. Welcome to today's stream. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Hi. Before anyone asks, I'm fine. My voice is kind of shot. I feel perfectly fine. I don't feel sick. My voice is probably just not very pleasant sounding for the moment. But thankfully, this game has narration for a good majority of the story. I've played a tiny bit of it. Most of it is narrated. Either the characters talk for themselves or there is an actual narrator. So I will not have to talk a whole lot, but I will do my best to commentate and do what I can. I don't know where Bartholomew went. He's gone. He's disappeared. So there's that, I guess. What happened to him? He's not here. Well, I guess Bartholomew's on vacation. So there's that. But without further ado, thank you for joining me. We will get into Beacon Pines.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself.
I mean, that's kind of horseshit, but whatever.
It is in that way that my book is special.
Sure.
It is in that way that you are special.
Me? Little me?
Without you, there is no story.
I mean, that part's true. If no one plays your game, there's no story. I'm being a little cynical, sorry. It doesn't help when you're sick.
Normal isn't what it used to be.
I will turn this up a little bit again. There we go. that should be okay.
This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luka Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
I will say, the art is so charming, and it's so cute. You really do feel like you're in a storybook, and I think that's the entire point, is that you feel like you're in this book, and it's so cute. I love it. Like, the art is so whimsical. You feel like you're in a storybook. The characters are really cute. You'll actually see the character design, like when the characters speak in a second here. Look at him! This is Luka, this is us. He's so cute! And you'll see other characters as well, and they have like a full art portrait, and it's so cute and so whimsical. Immediately, this is a really lovely game, just aesthetically. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when he died, and it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey Luka, look at him! Look at those big old ears. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luka's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. Oh, it's so cute. But it's so sad. It's so heartbreaking immediately. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Like, this game is so charismatic and charming. Speaking of charms, this is the other main gameplay mechanic, is you find charms with little words on them, and they will affect the story. The story has branching paths. I've only gotten one ending. It was like the relatively short, like beginner ending, so I have no other clues to what might happen in this story. But you find these charms, and they manipulate the world.
I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Sure. Like, it's so cute. I love the little attention to detail of running through the dandelions and having him sneeze. It's adorable. Hi, Fox! Welcome in! Sorry I don't sound like as good as usual, but happy that you're here. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh. Not so loud. You need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I'll just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know. I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. See yourself. Won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rallo.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
There's like 3 that we can find, actually.
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
I only remember where a couple of them are, but we're gonna explore regardless.
Stethoscopes.
Oh, his father was a doctor. Hi, Merc. Welcome in. Sorry I don't sound up to par, but we're chilling.
Luka had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
No. I sound great? Oh, thank you. I've been told that my voice went down like 2 octaves, so I hope you like deep-voiced women, because that's what you're getting today.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Very cute. But how are you? Happy New Year's, everyone. Legitimately, yes. Well, you're in the right crowd. But Happy New Year's. I hope everyone's New Year's is going well so far. I know it's only day 1,
his
but
parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
it's, you know, one day at a time.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Anyone for us just joining in? Anyone joining in right now? This is Luka. He's a little, I'm going to assume he's a deer of some kind. A little deer boy. He's about age 12. And his father has passed. His mother is missing. And his goal is to find and solve mysteries in Beacon Pine, this little town that we reside in. And right now we're finding charms, which manipulate the story.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luka didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
What a little rascal.
Luka tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
His little sweater.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luka's things had been crammed in the corner. Luka was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Let's see, I think there's another one in here.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Hell yeah. Drunk drawer. Let's go.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Oh hell yeah, meal prepping.
Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier.
A smidgen, but you know, it's okay.
Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
If you
A
insist.
sturdy old wheel.
Just seeing if there's any like last residual
Young
charms.
Luka would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
Aw, that's actually really cute.
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Grandma. Hey, Gran. I'm gonna go hang with Rollo today. Jesus Christ. Hey, Gran. I'm gonna go hang with Rollo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
And this is where the charms come in. Depending on what word we use, it will determine an ending or determine what path we go down for these endings. So what do we want to use for this introductory charm, chat? We have ponder, we have hide, and we have chill. We're just gonna go blank for the day. I think when I did this, I chose chill. I don't know if that will actually change anything. If we choose like a different one. Ponder? Sure. I'm gonna go ponder for the day.
Go ponder for the day.
We're just gonna go ponder for the day. Oh really? What are you guys what are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luka's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering. how do you ponder medium? How do you do a medium amount of pondering? I do have to remind that Luka is only 12. He's a child. He's not an adult. So he can make up these weird, silly excuses.
Nailed it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now.
Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess.
Thanks, Grandma.
That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate.
Gotcha. Okay, so we could have picked anyone for this one and still be okay.
It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
A grand jury. That's really cute. We're just gonna go blank for the day. Well, I've seen what chill is. Well, I'm wondering what hide is.
We're just gonna go hide for the day.
We're just gonna go hide for the day. Hide.
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? Hell no, hide and seek is not limited to any age, thank you very much. It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
Sure. Okay, so we could have picked any. Oh, and Luka. You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know. Get into trouble with Rollo. Yes, Grandma. We'll be good. But yes, our goal as little Luka, as I was saying before, is to solve some mysteries in the town of Beacon Pines. predominantly about our missing mother. But I have not, I've only gotten one ending, and it is like, I think the tutorial ending, so I don't really know much else. Woo! Dang it, Rollo.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
There's a path leading this way.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Very nice. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path. Yeah, alright.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Alright, we got some characters here. Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine Fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all your little friends. I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luka, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. The left side's a little low. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Give up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Well... It's nothing, keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, I'm just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Okay. I feel like this is probably another way to get the chill charm, maybe. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was. A tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Bah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's it napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly fine, nice view from here. Till Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luka. Golly, I'm sorry, it's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. If we're going to be on a first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be a part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about the new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. It all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Hahaha. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah. Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. You can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Oh, little guy. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keep me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. That's cute.
Whenever Luka saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Oh, tiny little Luka. He has like no antlers. Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luka opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Let's do
Luka gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
fishing mini game. A duck. Well, I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up.
Luka tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
I don't know any fish that would want a shoestring. Boot. Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot is at least has a sock to keep it company. Oh. Let me see, we head out to find more.
Luka gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skin.
Okay. That's all that we can get. But surely that has to link to something. This might also get us the ponder.
On certain nights, when the clouds notes were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Hell yeah, Rollo.
Luka's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
I'm kind of wondering where Beacon Pines is, like, globally? For it to be cold during the summer? Unless it's, like, just starting, like, just transitioned from spring into summer, where it might still be, like, kinda cold, but I wouldn't imagine it being that cold. Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Alaska, maybe? Oh, maybe. Where it's like perpetually cold, or like northern Canada, northern Europe? Maybe. Well, yeah, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? All I know is if it's cold in summer, I would start screaming. I need 100% Fahrenheit. Good lord, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Or I can't survive. I'm like a lizard. Oh no. I need like a middle. I can't do 100 degrees, but I also can't do like 20. I need like a solid 60. 65. 65 is like a nice sweet spot. It's not too hot, not too cold. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. The place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do this research at the library. You actually want to go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers? My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luka, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me. This was a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go!
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
This game is so cute. Ooh. I feel that, Rollo. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. It's very adorable. 1 second. Oh.
It's a soda can, you stupid! You fucking dumbass!
Oh, my Nako.
You serious?
Wait, okay, goodbye. My roommates brought me dinner. And they also brought me a Maneki Neko. He's so cute. I don't know if my webcam's on. My desk is a little bit of a mess currently. Is my webcam on? This is a very important thing. We must have hand cam. Just put him down there. Oh, that was it. I think. Look at him. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Adorable. He's so cute. I have a collection of Maneki Neko things. They're actual like lucky cats, and they have like the moving arm. He's so cute. All right, lucky cat intermission concluded. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's gonna sit here. He's gonna watch me play now. Oops. Oh, game. Oh, I disconnected my controller by accident. There we go. I have one of those like Oh, there it goes. I have one of those USB hubs where you can click the buttons and it will like deactivate and reactivate certain things. So there's that. Why is my okay? What? Hello? What the fuck happened? Alright, that was weird. Anyway. Hey, Miss Nelson. Morning, Luka. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain. Too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooden path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh. Oh, this is getting good. Uh-oh. Subtle foreshadowing. Piper? Oh, hey, Luka, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct? And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey Zariel. Hi Luka. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you. Luka, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. That's not how the saying goes. Wow, you're really setting the kid up for success.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
The Beacon. That's quite the name. Hi, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luka. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News! The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Luka, just the fellow I was looking for. Hi Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well... not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luka, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rollo. So the cat just bit into a can of soda and punctured it thinking it was Snacks, Chinese food. Is the cat okay? What soda was it? And is there a mess outside in the kitchen or the living room? Beppis, you should be okay. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rollo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? Well, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? It's in a bag and I managed to stop the spray before it made a big mess. Okay, that's good at least. Don't mind me, just over here, lurking, uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Hey, nice weather we're having, huh? Couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. I wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shrinko Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luka and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luka knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found out the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer and the sun's shining and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Ah, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! So, Fitz, where are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Damn, immediately rejected. Sharper Valentine found her Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Makes sense. Unfortunate, but it makes sense. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. How early is it in the morning? Luka, my boy. Hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Oh, don't let this old man slow you down. Just a reminder that she still owes me that dance. Ew.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
I don't like this man. Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Ew, dude, stop. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. I gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Ew, shut up. Stop it.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Sick. Oh, little guy. Oh, hey, Luka. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it.
Luka peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
The art is so pretty. I really aesthetically like the game, and the actual storytelling is quite nice too, at least so far.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was here?
Luka often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. Believe. Yes. There's a thing you have to like throw. Oh.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Awesome. The aiming's a little bit weird. There we go.
1 more to go.
Because you don't actually aim anything, you just kind of
The fence's buzzing
throw.
gave way to silence.
Okay. Moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine Fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on
There
here?
was only one way to find out. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Oh, poisoned water. Wow, that smells awful. Bet Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Yeah, I think the water is being poisoned, which is leading to the crops being poisoned and not fruitful. Knock knock. Locked.
Luka thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper? Footsteps.
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Shit. This is my favorite charm that we find.
The heavy steel door knocked Luka to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luka watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luka imagined for himself, but change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end?
This is the only ending that I got, and I think it's just the tutorial ending. So, past this, I have no idea what else could happen.
I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Warehouse of Horrors. Okay, you can't see it because my head's blocking it, but the grand jury, we've got a check mark for all of them. So chill, hide, and ponder all lead to the same thing. We got a new thing for Rendezvous with Roxy, and it's shit. Literal. So that could lead us to... I can't really show, I don't think. No, my mouse doesn't actually show, but it can lead us to the right path instead of the left. So let's go there. In the past, we found the best way to deal with and enrage Roxy was to be a little shit. Be a little pest. Be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Hi, Anna Lou. Welcome in. Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! That little shit just kicked me. Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. That's so funny. Oh, sorry. Investigate Valentine warehouse with Rollo. Oh no, we knocked him down. I'm sorry about that. Rollo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you? How are you, huh? Me? How are you holding up? I didn't catch what he said. How are you doing, I guess? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No? That truly is a shame. Her grandmother has taken residence to keep house. Yeah. And how's that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. Make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Who the fuck are you? Solomon
trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Oh, pretty. Hi, Coping Cat. Welcome in. Do not wander off like that. I am much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I wanted you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, nothing new. Don't want to talk to you again. Kind of busy right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win! Little help. I am a champion. You were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here? It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. That was very well timed for my roommate, if you heard that. Why'd you do that? Polly says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Yeah, you're getting in the dumpster later, dude. Wow, you're a genius. I think that did it. Luka, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo. You weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster's new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in there. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure it isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo. It would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. Here's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Oh, they look so fucking gross. They look awful. Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command, you're coming in at 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. No. Ew. Ew. Tell me you saw that? Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Oh, that's a whole ass person.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me it's not what I think it is. Luka, do you know separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for
Rollo
clues.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
Some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering? It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm, this is no time to panic. I'm not panicking! You're panicking! Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for lives plan. Alright, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luka. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Luka sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luka carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luka clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a friend.
A new chapter!
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Oh, interesting. I like the way that they block out text for unknown variants. Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here. Understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luka. He left the ice box open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Well, that was strange. I wonder if there's anything like new. Doesn't look like it.
An eerie electronic sound echoed from Luka's bedroom.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Carlo, is that you? Over? There's Morse code. Unfortunately, I don't know Morse code. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. 1 second. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, Roxy. This is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rollo here? No? Look at me, Luka. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luka's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood. If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luka's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding at the library or something.
Luka could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo, where are you? But Grandma told us to stay home. I don't want to disobey Grandma. I guess we have to. I don't want my ass beat later. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay. Oh, you're a new kid. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. But I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Okay, I do want to check the tree house. So I feel like that would be... Oh, nope, he's not up here. It wasn't a far-fetched thought. Hey. Hey, Jetson, have you seen Rollo come this way by any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish are in this here pond. What the fuck is that? Oh. I'm sleeping. Howdy, Luka. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. Could've fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luka. It all starts Right here in Beacon Pines, I got
He
it.
looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. That's not where I expect to get tender from, because it's like money, not affection. Ugh, my parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rala always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That'd be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. What's this? About a missing child? I'm much stressed that the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter would turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that. Now where'd she run off to? Uh-oh. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a different direction. We haven't been down here. No touching. Riveting gameplay. Hey Griffin, has Rawl been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Oh, that's some clacking, some gamer clacking. Wait, can you guys hear my controller? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you could hear it. Hey, Ilson. Yup, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Dreamy Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? It's immersive. I'm good. I'm glad. No, just the shadow of a family, clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. We like the clacking. Hell yeah. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Capital Events Fund.
That was unhelpful. Oh, there we go. Library, new additions.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge.
You know what? That's a good task. That's a good goal to have per, like, you know, a certain amount of time. Become an expert on a different topic.
If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luka crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, what is melitology? What's that the study of? Oh, hey, Luka, you snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Oh, interesting. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Huh. Or if that there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. That I did know. Some hives do actually have multiple queens, if they're large enough, and they kind of like coexist. Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Where are you? Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luka. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet you. Tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet. That's cute.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Ugh. More like complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring. Science is fun, I'll have you
The
know.
entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser, revered spin-offs.
Free ASMR XP. Hell yeah.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luka brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
What? 30 easy recipes that you doubt it's edible? What the fuck are the recipes including? Why wouldn't they be edible?
Peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time.
That's a really long title.
By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Ugh. Nerd book around the library. Oh, hey. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. I think this is our other main character that we run into. How about you? Do I work? No, what's your name? Luka Van Horn. You're new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often,
Oh, this is Beck.
giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing. I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen all around here?
Luka shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads, leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Hey Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry Luka. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. You think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course.
After the foul harvest, the Valentines shuttered off.
Okay. I want to see if maybe there's like new information here. Seems not. Nope, can't interact with that door. Can't quite tell what creature Beck is. Like, I know Luka's supposed to be a little deer. Rollo's supposed to be an orange cat. Can't quite tell what Beck is supposed to be. Dang, they booted up the way in. Beck might be a black cat. I'm not sure. Oh, that's some like toxic goo. That's nice.
Luka felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Oh, that's not fair.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luka watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So science tells us that this skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Ah, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Trish. Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Wow.
He took a step towards Luka, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
What an asshole.
Beck could see tears welling in Luka's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully.
Kind of fucking rude, right? Like, dude, his dad died when he was 6. His mom's gone missing. He's struggling to cope with that. Like, anytime he has that thought, he gets really upset about it. Leave him alone.
Beck took a deep breath and thought,
Well, it's time to bust out the strange or the tickles. Oh, that's weird. I was hoping we were gonna fight someone today, but I guess not. Well, chat, where would you like to go? Would you like to tickle the bully or strange the bully? I don't know what the fuck that means, I'll be honest. I'm honestly really wondering what strange is. We can always come back to, yeah, strange.
well, time to bust out the strange.
We'll push him in the puddle. Alright, Luka, it looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh,
At the
Dud?
sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luka snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luka launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Oh no. You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Help! I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit! Yup. Holy fuck, this dude started melting and morphing. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Person of the warehouse, this strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Okay, nothing this way. Oh. Well there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? You're just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news. Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Did he now? Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. It must be disorienting. They can be disorienting, you know. Starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Now, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luka, your grandmother was looking for you. Oh, fuck. Grandma's gonna beat her ass. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Glanced toward Luka.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luka, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luka took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Just not out here. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured he wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound.
Just some dusty knickknacks.
We'll be polite and close things, I guess.
Luka was alone. The house was empty.
So Grant's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Me too, kid.
Luka was
Me
sitting
too.
by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luka hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luka's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luka closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luka scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luka grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luka." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luka's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luka tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh my god. That's a horrible nightmare.
Luka's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luka? Rollo, is that you? Luka? There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luka, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said he made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust me. He's... Hold on, someone's
The
coming.
signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luka held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Lolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Showing something. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The
With
treehouse.
that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luka grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
I'm concerned because we can evidently see it's nighttime, which is absolutely beautiful. Let me just throw that out there. But also, Grandma's not home. Like, Grandma wasn't in her bed. And it doesn't seem like she's anywhere else. Yeah, not in the kitchen, not in the garden, not in the living room. She wasn't in her bed. I'm a little bit worried for Grandma.
Luka heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Oh, well, there's Grandma. So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Heiress Valentine. Her resources would still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luka holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Grandma? Gran? Why are you meeting with Mr. Fratelli and Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luka. Ah! Damn. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. I called from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luka, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luka. Slowly sinks down. Okay. Oh, wait, what was that? Old Pickler's Pond. Oh. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Not a choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is
The two
good.
boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luka could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
It's probably Beck. I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luka's throat.
Who are you? Hi, George. Welcome in. My voice is not for the lack of water, but thank you. I'm recovering from sickness, and it's really just affected my voice. What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luka stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself
thank
to
you.
Luka.
Oh, did that not... Oh, there it goes. Thank you for the glasses. Oh. Oh, fuck. It's Iggy. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luka reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luka slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you can control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luka saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through the Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? I mean, that's true. Yeah, Iggy was talking shit. No mercy for Iggy. Luka, Rollo. It's not safe, Luka. Rollo, where are you? The tree house. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luka, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they're going to do the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. The clipboards? What'd I tell you? Those Perennial Harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present at this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luka, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here, and I'll see what they want. Oh, that's a lot. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? It'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. I'll be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luka, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? There's like a dozen at least. There's like 10. Maybe 12. And yeah, you're right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luka, what do we do?
Luka grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luka and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC. The Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Oh, sick.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. Hey, was that a bus full of buns? Welcome in. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luka, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Oh, that's a pretty honking big question, Luka. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luka. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luka. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. Yeah, look at me, right now. And who wants that?
Luka's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luka. The only teeny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luka. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luka's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luka?
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. We're gonna fight, boys.
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight.
Beat their
He swung
ass.
the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Plunger him! Plunger him! Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luka summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Nice. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Punch him in the dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick! Give him the old dick twist! Luka, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luka looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
No, we got another bad ending.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
The old dick twist.
Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay, well the other, oh, we got new ones, so now this one we can struggle, or this one we can tickle. So maybe we don't push Iggy into the puddle. Maybe Iggy won't get morphed. So maybe that could change. We're gonna go back to this one, I think. No, I like the string so far. So we're gonna try tickle. Time to bust out the tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, you want to see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Hey up. Hey up!
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter. Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Eddie's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new
Eddie
kid.
kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
No! Whoa! What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having more nature, mature, refined look? Oh god. Oh no!
Chapter 4. The Best Policy.
Oh,
Luka
interesting.
paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Oh no. Okay, at least that wasn't nearly as bad as Iggy, because like half of Iggy's face fucking melted. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Huh. Look, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luka, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luka had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luka.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luka broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. We hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luka.
It's not your fault, Luka. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luka, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luka.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luka wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
Oh. You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe the story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Don't touch that puddle. We're in the treehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luka motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. Whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luka, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luka's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luka peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luka could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. There was shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you. You were with Rollo when he went missing. Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At face we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That's the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to... I tried, Luka. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luka attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luka into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luka pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luka winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luka heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom.
I knew I didn't like him when I first met him. I knew. Something in my gut was like, I don't like this old dog.
He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
That's scum. Okay, we don't have anything to continue this path. So we gotta go back here. That's the only thing we got. That's fucked up. Alright, well, we're coming back here. See if we can struggle. Story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luka could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luka swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luka was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine.
Yeah, is it? Is everything fine?
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Oh, there's 2 batches to drop off today. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nightcreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Don't like him. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver gets the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Okay, Grandma. Grandma, who are you calling? Hello, Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Oh. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. The good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I gotta deliver these to town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Maybe at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Oh, he's out here. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they sort of just wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luka, even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? It's not the diner. Where's the diner? So I don't want to go by him. I don't want to go by Mr. Nuncreed. Buds and bulbs. Oh, here's you.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Hey.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran said... Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top? She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luka a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay. I should finish my deliveries. Of course, of course.
Leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Okay, big man. Alright. Okay. Where's the diner? I don't know if I've seen her out around. Oh, I haven't been over here. Up at Dawn Newsstand. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luka, what's
Dawn
up?
had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Oh, I got you on jam delivery, eh? Yup. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building. You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't quite say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. The other is working for Heirs Valentine. And? The Valentines represent Beacon Pint's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Let's make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Last Chance Diner. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hi, Miss Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luka's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Sure, Gran not feeding you. She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron, taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luka shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes, let's see
Mrs.
here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for me, Luka. Will do.
Luka squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
A memory. Little tiny baby Luka. I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Miss Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hi, Roxy. Luka? I'm helping. Wow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rollo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Chicken. Bacon. Oh, I really like that. That's cute. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Gadzooks, they've shrunk the waitstaff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luka a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? It's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fish and rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Cactus. Alright. Here you go, big man. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Ah, now that's a burger with bite. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward. I don't know how I feel about that. Feels a little weird. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luka glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. Silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Ew. Pile of cold cuts? Miss some chili. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. It's perfect, thank you. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Uh-oh. Cops didn't like that last sandwich. I don't blame him. That last sandwich sounded pretty bad. Oh, okay, I just go back in it. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. Just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be the charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for that sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For a legacy. Sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Alright, time to go. Mr. Wilder, I trust that you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about the silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation, through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in the town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing that this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is so dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Damn, what a bitch. You good, dude? You okay? Do you need... Do we have police around here? Alright. Your jam. Have some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luka, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luka for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luka.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Dude! Lay off! Beck. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? Huh? Anchovies. Pineapple, you bastard. You traitor! I'll take anchovies over pineapple any day. For one reason, I don't want to die. Secondly, I like salt. How old are you? 12. Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Did anyone ever tell you you asked me questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, it's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Look at this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luka. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luka Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona? We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luka a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. It feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Oh, that explains a lot of my childhood. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What it really means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. It's calls for celebration. Luka, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms aren't great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. I'll be honest. I thought that was like a... Oh, hey Jeff. That little house, I thought that was a storage shed that was next to the Valentine estate. I thought that was just like a storage shed, not a house. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up. Festival. Old man Valentine used to put on his cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did you get at? Where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I can see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit...
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
It's the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Damn. You tell him. Big creepy gate. So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fall harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time I mentioned this fall harvest thing. And you use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. We can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luka? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luka finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luka, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck. Manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luka's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luka, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we would put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in. Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luka. This move has us all a little tired.
Luka wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work.
Beck gave Luka a swift kick under the table.
Oh, I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luka glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luka, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you
Beck
didn't.
slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Oh, uh-oh. Hey, Luka, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo
Luka
soon.
glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Hi, Connor. Welcome in. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luka wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
I do speak, not well. I sound like a man, but that's what it is. I feel fine otherwise. My voice lowered like 2 octaves. For the time being. It's not permanent. Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. A sexy man, sorry. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luka turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
I'll take a page out of Porcelain Maid's book. I'm a bisexual's like wet dream, something like that. Big titty goth girl with the sound of a very sexy man. Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Oh. Let's go with rumble. Because that makes... Both of these make sense, right? Like the clouds above began to rumble, like thunder is on its way. Or lightning, rather. The clouds above began to break. That would sort of imply that the storm isn't coming. Like the clouds are breaking up to let way of a clear sky. What do you guys think? I think we'll do break. We can always come back to this, and that's where the point of the game too, is that you come back to these like sort of checkpoints.
Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Oh, how pretty. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luka stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. You don't know where the treehouse is. Where are you going?
Luka saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spike gate. Looming mansion. Rich, reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Connor. Thank you. Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh. What'd you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this, and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. There's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family, Grandma! Grandma, what the fuck?
A chill ran down Luka's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luka looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Grandma, what the fuck? No, Grandma!
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
No,
Luka
Grandma!
sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
This is cursed. It really is. Everyone in this town is very slowly becoming a type of villain. And I guess it depends on what ending you get, of course. But like, it seems like everyone has something to do with the town in one way, shape, or form. Mr. Nunkirk seems to have the secret facility. The Valentine family is all sorts of fucked up. Grandma is doing some shady shit too. What's wrong? It looks like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in a hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Oh, the mushrooms glow. That's interesting. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
Clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Maybe we'll try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Ugh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility. Then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha ha ha. I don't like that phone booth. This phone booth scares me now. Oh, we can't walk around them either. Do I want to, like... Hi, Mr. Nuncreate. Luka, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser. Well, Grant tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luka. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. It's too dark to be wandering out on your own. We haven't checked in on you for a bit. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure in tone? Are you prepared to live with the truth? I like her. I like that she's a foreshadowing character. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's... Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Maybe with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in the town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used as fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's Fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. Planted a crop, did everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? No. I take Urella's farm got the short end of the stick. Yeah, for some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. Yeah, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week, while they decontaminated the groundwater. What about your Kellen? Excuse me. Hi, Rollo. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. He must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luka. You know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Oh, moves. You tricky bastard. Where'd you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? Most imaginative, I'll give you that. Look, are we sure you can trust this new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luka, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luka sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they're squatters. I don't think so. Seem more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. That could have been a woman. How'd you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
They weren't here for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your Gran in the same suit, talking to Eris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think that this town is kinda awesome.
Rollo and Luka shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude, aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated this town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you! First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I seen her. Luka, don't take this the wrong way. Are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luka gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luka, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? It's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luka walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? Oh, his little sweater. It's so cute. Okay, we're knocking at the door. Yeah, we're going. Give me a minute. Rollo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head. Well, it is. It helps me think. Gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. Coast is clear? Yeah, whatever she's been up to this week has been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luka and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat! It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. I return with Oreo's double stuff. Let's go! Hell yeah! Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luka, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought I am going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? I sent you one in an envelope? Fuck yeah. I saw a recipe of a fried Oreo. That's why you're the go? True. She is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luka's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rollo. It's your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luka scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. It's beneath my standing. Stop complaining, hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them.
But you can see into the glass.
Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
As Beth pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do you think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. To the Batcave! We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution explosive. And jam jars? That's no jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grand making? She wouldn't have me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luka and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jam gram. It says, last night I used the disguise as Harris. What? Last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. A timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. It's more of a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Oh fuck, dude. Grandma's evil.
Luka jostled each
Maybe.
cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Is Walter his father? What you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luka nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
At first I thought Grandma had a meth lab. Oh no. No, it's just incendiary jam lab. How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as these are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Oh, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperatures continue to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental. Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Hi, Kyler. Welcome in. Rollo scan. Yeah. Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luka, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
Our voice is back, peace was ruined. Well, it's sort of back. I sound like a man, but I feel fine. Thank you. Peace was never an option. Very true. What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luka frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luka, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What do you mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luka slammed the drawer shut. A web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Don't push yourself. I feel fine. My voice is a little fucked, so I was gonna end it pretty soon actually. But I am okay, thank you. Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your grand a serial killer? I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town, out of the kindness of her heart. She puts little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside of a big circle. My moms are both on here, both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. You don't know what any of this means. One time I lost my voice when I made myself play D&D. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. If we follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rollo, what's that thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Oh. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luka looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
Yes, I let her blow it up. You know what? That's not a bad take.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Male. Oh. It's one of the people she gives the jam to. I'm blanking on his name.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo. Not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just.
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luka gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I don't know if I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luka scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Oh, God. You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luka and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7.
Oh my God. Oh, did we accidentally find the main route?
The
Uh-oh.
interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luka's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop, blank cop interrogation. Oh, not the chill cop. Oh no. I think I'm gonna end it here. Firstly, so that I can eat my food. I'm not here right now, just got home. Oh, well, welcome in,
I'm
Ryan.
not here and just got home.
What food? I got a Philly cheesesteak and some fries. My roommate had dropped it off earlier while I was streaming. But I want to eat that as my dinner. And I think we'll call it here. This game is really cute and really interesting. I'm liking the like branching paths option to see like what actually happens. And I'm curious if we accidentally found the main route here. I don't think we did though. I think we're still missing some of these like charms. Thank you for water and for headbands. We'll be back Sunday. Hopefully my voice will be better by then and not so raspy and deep. To do some ASMR reading. I meant to do it last Sunday. And because I was sick, I didn't do that. Later, gamer. Yes, yes, yes. Finish feeling better soon, please. I feel fine. I just want to preface that. I feel perfectly fine. No fever, no chills, no achy, no yucky. Just my voice is off. But I'd like to raid someone, if anyone has any suggestions. Deep Raspy Lucy is top tier. No lie. Well, sorry, it's not gonna last forever. My not quite as deep, not very raspy voice will return soon enough. You have one? Go for it. I am open to ideas of raiders. I didn't realize I had 13 people watching. Hi, Kit. Welcome in. I'm about to raid out, so it's done. It's done. Well, I'll be back. I'll be raiding out shortly, so I'll go see the project in its finality. Who is it, Mark? Who we got? Who we raiding? Mad Ramimi? Okay. Mad Ramimi. I want to make sure I spelled it right. Excellent. Thank you, thank you. Oh, sorry, yeah. No links in chat, but thank you. Go say hi to them. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you for tolerating my raspy, deep voice. We'll be back, like I said, on Sunday. We'll be doing some ASMR reading, assuming that my voice is in better shape. If it's not, we'll figure out something to do. I feel bad that the last ASMR of 2024 got postponed. But we'll come back to it. Until then, hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Don't catch whatever the fuck I caught. My roommates had it a lot worse than I did. But, I guess I got the lighter end. Have a good night. Good day. I'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye.